If I could turn back time.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Honest to a Malt.
Hello.
Oh, handsome, happy-go-lucky.
With a Richard Patterson
Handsy.
fucking edge. Hello.
I think I look at sort of. It's a bit of a weird look, isn't it? Anyway, nod to Jeff Whiskey, nod to Ralphie, two icons.
Nod to everyone.
Nod to everybody.
Nod to whiskey influencers everywhere.
We're up to episode 99. Mike, what is the name of the episode title today, my friend?
Lacking all imagination, we are episode 99, Dramming like it's 1999.
Yeah, a bit of a review of the summer coming into the winter. We were got a few episodes to edit at the same time, so we wanted to just have a chat about how our summer was. I've been to Serbia sharing some cheap whiskey with people, and we've got some Bimbers to drink as well. 3
Bimbers to drink, so thank you, Steve. Initially, I'm going to say that right off the bat. Again, the legend that is Steve Rush.
Big Steve Rush.
A.K.A. Whiskey Wire, A.K.A. now at Bimber, doing what he's doing. Whatever that is.
AKA now at
PR?
Bimber. AKA is like a name, not a placement.
Also known as
now at Bimber. Next time I meet him,
I'd say that's correct.
I'll say Big Steve Rush, now
Steve
at
Rush.
Bimber. And he'll be like,
AKA.
yeah, I'm now at Bimber. I mean, no, your name is now at Bimber. Yeah. Anyways.
Done. New nickname sorted.
So we're finishing off the last of the 90s, Mike. So hit me with some big tunes then.
Big tunes, mate. I'm excited for this. When I was bringing it up, I was like, fucking hell. This was the period of me hitting the clubs properly.
Right.
It brings back summer memories of trips to Torquay. Just going wild with the boys. Let me go with the top selling single of 1999. Not one for the clubs, but an absolute classic.
Yep.
Britney Spears, Baby One More Time.
Yep, hit me maybe
My
one more
Lord.
time.
Praise the Lord for that video. Did some things to me as a young man that, jeez, blimey. Yeah, fantastic.
I'm going to blush at this rate.
Not now. I'm going to put that out there. Not now, because it's a bit wild, a bit wrong. But back then, it was all good. Major tune, Blue Dabbo Dee Daboo Da by Eiffel 65. Absolute club classic. Millennium Prayer by Cliff Richard. Get fucked. Mambo Number 5 by Lou Bega.
There's a tune you didn't like, but you couldn't get out of your head.
Couldn't get out of your head. I will no doubt be now singing it for a couple of days just at the sheer mention of it. What else we've got? 9 p.m. Till I Come by ATB. What a great tune. That don't impress me much. Shania Twain only hit number 3. Believe it or not. Can't believe that.
That's a big tune.
When the Going Gets Tough by Boyzone. Bit of a cover.
Right.
Not great. Better Off Alone, Alice DJ. Absolute tune. Bring it all back.
Dance tunes, wasn't it?
S Club 7. That brings it. Student Nights, Wednesdays. Yeah, Reds. Boom 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 by the Venga Boys.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Genie in a Bottle, Christina Aguilera.
I've got a top tip for listeners.
Great video.
If listeners like Metallica, there are a few of the famous YouTubers and Instagram people. They recorded Metallica versions of Genie in a Bottle.
Okay.
In 15 minutes. It's well worth your time. Just Google Genie in a Bottle Metallica. You'll find the YouTube video. And if you're a Metallica fan or metal fan, you'll really enjoy that 15 minutes.
More classic dance tunes for you. And I want to see a little smile on your face. Turn Around by Fats and Small.
Yeah, Turn Around's a big tune.
King of My Castle, Whamdoo Project.
Oh, that's a big tune.
That is a massive tune. We Like to Party by the fucking Venga Boys.
Yeah, okay. I'm still stuck at King of Your Castle, really. When was Darude Sandstorm out of interest? Did we cover that one off in the 90s?
That would have been after 2001. I think it was, or 2000.
Okay.
Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh, that's when they went for their sort of transformation. Big tune.
Wild Wild West by Will Smith.
Oh my days! Remember when Will Smith
before
was
he started
cool?
slapping people when he was like nice and didn't swear.
Well, not just that. That was when he was
never swore. That was his thing. Never swore.
Yeah, he never swore.
Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Whack.
Get my wife's name out of your goddamn. So Will Smith was a bit like the first sort of 20 to 30 episodes of Honest to Malt where we didn't swear. Right?
No, because you were the horrible agent forcing me to hide my real personality.
What you're saying is we've had the same career trajectory as Will Smith.
Yeah.
No swearing in the early days.
One of us is going to punch someone. I've got money. I know which one of us is going to be.
Oh, right. Okay. I think it's a hard one to call, to be honest.
No, punch someone, not get punched.
Oh, right. That was good. That was very good. So, what's been in your glass and what's been up your arse, my friend?
Duncan, tell me what is in your glass. What's in your glass? What's in your glass? What's in your glass? What's been in my glass is, well, quite a lot because we've been away for a little while.
Yeah.
But what is in my glass currently, probably not the best thing to drink pre some free samples, is a Laphroaig cask strength. Official bottling.
Yeah.
Picked them up from JPHA. Yeah. 45 quid, I think it was, for a 10-year-old cask strength official bottling. Insane. Like, absolutely insane. So, good story for you. Kind of what's been up my arse is my own stupidity and fat fingers. So, they gave a discount if you bought more than one bottle. So, I was just playing about, seeing how many bottles I could add to see what discount it gave. And then went back down, did a bit of searching for some discount codes, chucked those in. Oh, is it cheaper to get like the other discount? No, I found a better one. Basically, ended up ordering 3 bottles by mistake. Instead of pressing delete, I pressed checkout, and 140 quid later, I've got 3 bottles.
You've got 3 bottles of Laphroaig 10?
Completely by accident.
The thing is, you'll drink them over time, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I'll drink them over time. It's just frigging frustrating. I'm like, oh man,
that's
like,
a
just
lot
did
of
not want
to.
When you was going to spend 45 quid, and I've dropped basically 140 or whatever the fuck it is with shipping.
So I've opened up. Hang on. Is that what's been up your arse? The fact that
that's what's been up my arse. But like,
right,
I did.
That's
and
fair enough.
Also, I emailed them and went, I'm grabbing the box because I saw something in here. I grabbed I emailed them and said, any chance you could add that 5% discount code on there because I fucked up and forgot to add it like an idiot. I didn't even want to order 3, but there we are. And I said, if you want to lighten the fucking impact, feel free to send me a free sample to make up for the 5%. And you know what? They did. So hats off to them. I've got the English VE Day 80th anniversary whiskey, 46% free from them. And I think we tried that at Somerton.
Yeah.
I believe. Decent dram. So thank you, JPHA.
They're also the guys that I bought that Manatmore off that time, the really good one. Scored 5 out of 5 from blind drams.
Is that the James Eady one?
Yeah. I've cracked a fresh bottle of Tamdhu 15 Old Particular, which was, I think, in a sale, down to about 55 quid. So it's
ridiculous.
It's 48.4%.
Yeah.
383 bottles charged from a refill hogshead, cask DL16481. And it says that nose, green apple, nutty style, milk, chocolate and spice, palate, oily and thick, malt alongside burnt brown sugar and toasted buttered brioche. I think this was one I posted saying that one of the people that does the tasting notes for these DL bottles.
A bang on.
They're bang on, but they also love buttered brioche because they reference it quite a bit. And it says long.
It's like me with strawberries.
Yeah. Or like
coconut.
Brian Malt Musing always says balsamic strawberries all the time. You can only reference things that you try a lot. I guess that's the point. That's why you should try lots of different flavours. But anyway, poured a glass of that and a fresh bottle of Tamdhu open. And
mate, I'm really happy with this Laphroaig. Super tropical on the nose. Kiwi, which don't really get often in
nice
whiskies. Not overly smoked on the nose.
Yeah.
Loads on the palate. If that's still around, depending on where we could push this episode out, I've already pushed it online. Grab one for 45 quid. That is insane value.
I mean, I've already retweeted it. I think a couple other people did as well. There is there's more than one website out there which is selling cask strength Laphroaig 10 for 45 to 50 quid. There's a couple. There's obviously quite a lot of it. So
buy it all up, people.
Mike's
buy
just
it
saying,
all up, people.
Now's if you're a big fan of Laphroaig and you know that profile
Get
of whiskey, now's the time to buy it. Now, it's not going to get any cheaper than 45 quid. I wouldn't have thought.
It shouldn't.
Happy to take a risk and say that. Now, this is very oily. What's been up my arse?
Yeah.
A couple of things. A couple of 2 or 3 things.
Been saving these up, have you?
They're kind of from holiday.
Yeah.
Right. So when we're going away on holiday, in the run up to holiday, I don't know what it was. Maybe I was wearing the wrong type of underpants or something, but I end up with horrendous leg chafing. And it got so bad that one evening I had to walk like a crab around our gaff.
It's got the Manjaro, mate.
I couldn't walk. My legs going like that. I had to walk like a crab side to side because the chafing was hurting so much.
Mate.
So that was the first thing. That calmed down a bit.
Was that because of swim shorts?
Just too much walking,
time in swim
Wrong
shorts.
Underpants, too much walking.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Dogs up.
Dogs up, Leo. Prick. Sit down, you prick.
2 other things specifically around travelling out of the airport. So when you've got these big heavy bags, you've driven to the airport, you've lugged the bags around, you've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
You've lost a dog. I guess he's trying to get on the beanbag. I'd help him out, but I'd have to leave this chair. He'll have to do it for himself. And getting onto the plane, and we're like last people to get onto the plane. I never know if it's a good or a bad thing, but with last people to get on the plane, we've got a pram, it's all full, and the lady's looking at our passports for an awfully long time. I thought, what is going on? Then she's on the phone. I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking, who's faxed the airport a picture of my face, right? Who's sent an anonymous tip in that I'm a dodgy individual?
Yeah.
And she comes over and she says, your passport's older than 10 years. And I was like, no. And she said, yeah, it's older than 10 years old. And I said, is that a problem? She went, I said, but I've got 6 months left on it. I checked before I left because I know you need to have enough time left on your passport so you can go out and come back in. And you can't be too short, can't be less than 3 months ideally, they say. 6 months is safe. So I said, I thought it was okay. She went, no, it's older than 10 years. And I said, well, am I...
Drama.
I was like, can I fly with... This is the first family holiday I've had absolutely ages. And she went, oh yeah. She went, you're okay to go to Serbia because it's outside of the EU. And I was like, well, why are we being so dramatic then?
Why are you pulling me aside and delaying my trip to say...
When you get back, you absolutely must get a new passport. And I went, well, not if I don't want to travel in the EU. I don't need to. And Maria was like grabbing my arm going, shut up. We're literally inches away from being allowed to get on the plane and you're kicking off.
Absolutely kicking off.
And that was moments after tensions were high because, when you go through the machines and you get everything scanned, right? How many bags you've got when you've got kids? I mean, you've got so many bags.
I'm packing for a 10-day trip to Greece at the moment. I say I'm packing.
You're packing,
obviously, Lara's packing.
You're not trusted to pack. I'll tell you that right now. Of course not.
And I'm trusted to get the suitcase down from the fucking attic in the garage to pull those up, dust those off, get them packed. We're not going for another 6 days, but we are deep into packing already.
Get it ready.
And I'm like, why are they getting 4 suitcases down? There's 2 adults and a baby. This is not on top of like hand luggage. This is on top of hand luggage. Yeah. I'm going, you're insane. When we get an extra, like a little suitcase and a shoulder bag for carry-on. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how much luggage I'm going to have. Like there's suitcases coming from fucking everywhere. Like it's growing by the second.
Yeah.
For 3 of us.
Yep, for 3 of you.
Insane.
Because you never know. I always do the thing when you go on holiday where it doesn't matter what I say to myself. Every time I say I'll take half as many clothes as last time. However many clothes I take, I always use exactly half of them. I sort of want to test myself by just taking like 2 T-shirts on holiday and see if I only use 1 T-shirt the whole
Do you know
time.
what she said to me? She went, have you got your like swim shorts and stuff? I went, yeah, I've got a pair of swim shorts. She went, you've got a pair? I went, yeah, got a pair of swim shorts.
They get cleaned in the pool every day.
I'm like, we're going for 10 days. Like, it doesn't matter. If I need to wash them, I'll just wash them in the shower. She went, you're not wearing the same swim shorts every day. And I was like, I'm not buying more swim shorts. I've got a pair. Yeah. Marks and Spencer's delivery 2 days later. She's like, I bought you 2 more pairs of swim shorts. I was like, I'm not going to wear them. I was like, I'm not going to wear them. Get fucked.
You refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found new swim shorts that I hadn't bought that Maria had kindly got me. So we're going through. The one I say is I did have some carry-on. Look at that, a fish, 3 Bimber samples, and a Renaissance.
Renaissance?
What's the correct word?
Renaissance?
Renaissance, but is it?
The correct way? No, because remember, slightly on topic, off topic, Matt said their bottling wasn't Renaissance, it was Renaissance.
That's it, Renaissance. Thank you, Mike. Excellent memory. So I had a few Bimber samples to share with some of the Serbian family and friends.
Yeah.
And so we're going through, got all this stuff, and the bags go off to the side, they go down the thing. We had, out of our 4 carry-on bags or whatever it was that we had, I don't know, it could have been 40. 90% of them went, despite all the efforts put in, 90% of them went down the other chute. And what it turned out is nothing we'd done wrong. They just wanted to check them out. And then what they did was they put things like cowpole and our youngest's milk in their special machine.
For drugs.
Yeah, and guess what they came back? They came back to say it was inconclusive, and so we weren't allowed to take it. So they took a brand new bottle of Cowpole, a sealed brand new bottle of Cowpole, opened it up, and then took it away from us.
Someone in that airport has got a young baby and is at their wit's end, and they're just like, I'm going to steal all Cowpole that comes through this fucking screening today.
And they took
Cowpole
the milk
for days.
They took the milk. And then, because I haven't travelled with young kids in that way before,
yeah.
I like the fact that they're happy you've got young kids, but at the same time, very suspicious that you could still be a high-end drug trafficker, right? Just patting the kids down. I'd like to
making
think,
the kids swallow
and then it made me think
condoms.
how many people trafficking drugs or whatever are stashing the drugs on their kids, and I guess they were, and that's their fault for my kids getting patted down in that way, right?
Yeah, damn those drug dealers.
Exactly, God damn them.
And their sneaky ways.
They were the main things.
Yeah,
and I've saved a little recap of the whiskey on holiday and the cigars to have a wee chat with you about.
Good, because I thought we were like, well, I was wondering how many we're going to actually get into, and you drank most of them while away.
Yeah, I drank 3 of them. I could tell you about those ones. So one was tried. There was the Nicholas. In fact, I should open this bag up.
Nicholas?
Yeah, because they're all different bottles, aren't they? Nicholas the Inventor.
What's the cask on them?
That must be Nicholas Tesla.
What's
that
the cask?
Was the Oloroso.
Oloroso.
Nicholas quite like. I let Nicholas try that. The guy that tried it is called Nicholas, right? Or Nicola. Nicola, I think. He said it was quite clovey. That was his review.
Good.
Don't worry, folks. You'll get better reviews from us today.
I don't know if you will, but
there was a peated single malt, which was Carl the Inventor. Karl Marx, maybe.
Assuming so.
Because they only do the first name. It's like casual. Like you're on first name terms with these iconic figures. Like, Carl.
Karl Marx, really?
That's what I just said, Karl Marx. Anyway, that's the Ex-Burbs cask. I let a dentist try this.
Yeah.
Very good dentist, young upcoming dentist in South Serbia. And he handed it back to me and he said, it smells too much like his dentist surgery. He couldn't handle it. So I got to drink that one and I can confirm I enjoyed it very much.
Did it smell like dentist to you?
No, it didn't.
No.
Weirdo. It smelled like a Bimber Ex-Burbs. What's the thing that you always say, the flavour note that you always say runs through Bimber? You're very Jaffa
like a New York cheesecake.
That's it, New York cheesecake. Sometimes I get a lot
sweet,
of jelly
really
beans
sweet,
type character.
sour.
Yeah. And there was also Rudolph the engineer, good mates with Rudolph, and that was a Fino, and I tried that.
That is a red-nosed reindeer. You're getting confused.
Yeah, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, also the engineer. Rudolph the red-nosed engineer.
Used to fix the wagon.
Mental note, that's a good play on words for next Christmas. Anyway, Fino, 57.6%. That had more kind of classic Fino vibes.
Nice. We got another Fino to try later.
Because we're reviewing a Fino today.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters too much because we're going to talk about the Fino. So I just thought it was quite funny. They couldn't really handle the cask strength whiskey in the same way.
Understandable.
Yeah. And it was the ex-bourbon wasn't on the mark. Now, the dentist, he's a big fan of Glenmorangie 15 and all other Glenmorrays.
Glenmorangie.
Yeah, Glenmorangie. I once took over a bottle of 18. They loved it. He's now absolutely huge fan of Glenmorangie and it's his favourite whiskey. And so he had a bottle of Classic, is it? I think. And he was like, how old is this? Is this like 30 years old? And I was like, no, this is like probably like 5, 6, 7 years old. But it really is still a very good whiskey.
Yeah.
40%. So we happily smashed that. You're a big fan of the old bourbon, aren't you?
Yep.
So
indeed.
Nicola, he had a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 by recommendation that he'd purchased in. Yeah, and it is really good. 50.5%, I think.
101, yeah. 55%.
Really good. Yeah, of course, it gets divided by 2. So 101 divided by 2 is 50.5%. So that was probably my favourite budget whiskey of the trip. I mean, I like the Glenmorangie. Very nice. But the 50.5% has a bit more of a kick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I took a bottle of Scallywag, some sort of port cask edition over with me, which I would say was a bit too spicy. It was a little hot. Don't get me wrong. Totally drinkable, but not that much going on. The port,
Were
instead of
disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
I always
but I got it reduced.
I get so excited for port, and I'm like, yes.
No, it gone spicy. For me, it didn't really have a lot of red fruits. I wasn't getting a lot of cherry or strawberry or anything else really. What I was just getting was, because it was finished in port, I was just getting kind of spice, vanilla. Yeah, not a lot. Too much heat. Fair. So totally drinkable, but not a good special edition for me. Yeah.
No, fair. Fair.
And then near the end, because we ate a lot of peppers and meats and all the other things you eat in Serbia, look it up if you want. It's a very good diet for your heart. Drunk a lot of rakia, apricot and plum brandy, basically. And I found a bottle of, is it Dewar's 12?
Dewar's.
Dewar's.
Dewar's. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a clip we're keeping, folks. That's a clip we're keeping. Oh, hello. Get out the Dewar's.
Get out the Dewar's.
You fucker. I love it.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Do you know what? I haven't even tried it in so long.
I haven't tried Dewar's in ages.
What, Dewar's?
Yeah.
So Dewar's 12. So I had a bottle of Dewar's 12, or Dewar's as it's correctly pronounced, which I just found on the shelf round one of Maria's uncles.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know you got this? He's like, no, open it. So that was a lot better than I was expecting.
Oh, I bet.
A lot better. Yeah. Just
especially if it's got a bit of dust
easy
on it.
Sipping.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the bottle was, maybe 10 years or something like that. Yeah. Really easy sipper. I don't know what it costs, but you could gift that easily to somebody who kind of likes whiskey a bit and they'd be super happy with it. I smashed about a quarter of the bottle in about an hour and a bit, maybe an hour and a half.
Would 40%, I hope.
40%, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of it was me. They had a couple of drums. Yeah. So I'd say that was a session whiskey if I ever saw one.
Well, you have to, don't you?
So
right, should we get into these bimbers?
Yeah, but as we do, if there's anything else you want to share from your summer, Mike, feel free.
Not really. Not really much on the summer for me. I've worked loads. Haven't had a holiday. Haven't had a break. Barely slept. All positive.
All positive.
Didn't get to enjoy the sun that
Loving
much.
life.
Yeah. Garden was still shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm just getting ready for the floods now. Fucking quality.
Oh God, you mentioned garden. I will wait, but I'll give you an update on the allotment after the bimbers.
Allotment drama. So I think we should be diving into Dram 1, which is if it focuses, come on camera, come on. The Shoulders of Giants, Vincent Van Gogh, Van Gogh, Van Gogh, if you're Duncan. Who knows? What are we saying?
I know that he was a big fan of Dewar's. That's what I know.
Yeah, he loved Dewar's.
Huge.
56.8%. No other detail.
I haven't looked anything up. No idea.
That's so good on the nose.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Big hit of caramel.
New York cheesecake. Clear as day. Bimber instantly.
Oh, that's absolutely delightful. This, from memory, this is better than the other Fino.
Super rich, astringent, good levels of spice, oak spice, but
little dry.
Very drying, but also juicy.
Yeah, progressively dry, then it kicks back in with a bit of juiciness.
Like that. That's got, we can say it now as well, old library books, like, sent in there as well.
Yeah.
Because someone's been drinking old whiskey in a library recently. A very old library. More about that on our YouTube channel. Go and see. Mate, that's a big hit for me.
So sometimes I think it's interesting to look up, when I'm trying these kind of whiskies, I like to look up what the profile is of a Fino to see what you can kind of pick up in it. You know, like we know, for example, like Oloroso can be nutty, celery, different things to go on. So it says, for example, Fino, you would get, it's yeasty and bready often, right? Because the dominant aroma comes from the floor yeast. Nutty. Like almonds are a classic component of Fino sherries. Fruity, often green apple, apple skin or citrus. Because I find it interesting to see how much of it's come through, right? Saline, it definitely has a slight salinity to it, this one, and can be herbal sometimes, it depends. So is there any of those things that you think have come through from the cask into the Bimber spirit? I think it's the yeastiness, really, that's come through.
It's definitely, well, for me, obviously the astringency, the dryness is, Fino can literally curl your teeth back out, so you can't talk. So it's got that astringency. Which I like. Some people don't, and if you're listening to this and you're like new to whiskey, go and try all different types of sherry. Some of them will literally make you like wince initially, but when you get used to drinking something that is so astringent, you then start to appreciate the different types of Fino and everything else and different brands and things. So that to me is a really nice Bimber and it's got that Fino dryness.
Can I do a bit of a wee recap? It's very oily, by the way, the way it's clinging to the glass. So Mike said New York cheesecake on the nose. I'd say caramel as well. I think also I get that kind of jelly beans note on the nose that I get with Bimber sometimes. Then going through onto the palate, it is quite saline, quite yeasty, bready. And then if you notice, as Mike said, it sort of dries out. It also then, it gets ever so slightly herbal at the end. And that's why I find it interesting. I know people can say the power of suggestion, but the reality is this has been in a Fino cask, and we would expect it to have some of Bimber's spirit character and some, if not quite a lot, of the Fino character, depending on, which Fino sherry's been used. But you can sort of definitely match it up. Now, I think we've got a Palo Cortado to come. Mike's a big Palo Cortado fan. So I'm going to save some of this and see which one's my favourite, right?
I want to dive back through all of them just to sort of go side to side. So, really, really good start.
Small
I like that.
Sips. Fino's about small sips, isn't it, somehow, I think, because it's so dry.
Yeah, it's like Dewas. You just got to, when you got something good, you got to take your time with it.
Oh, right. What's next?
Next up, we are diving. I'm going to take a sip of water because I am a professional. So next up is Shoulders of Giants. Now, I didn't know he had a beard.
These are all Shoulders of Giants, by the way.
Yeah. And I didn't know he was an impressionist. He is an actor. But Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, my God.
Is doing he's got a whiskey with Bimber. I didn't realise the Austrian had it in him, but hey-ho.
Is it not?
There he is. He's looking a bit old.
Can I say he's looking a bit Eric Cantona-esque?
It does look like Cantona. Retired Cantona just kicking foreigners like, yeah, fuck you.
It looks like Cantona's put on some Chinese get-up and he's gone, go on, lads, take a picture of me.
Okay. I want to see your face when you dive into that nose.
That's outstanding.
See, now, I've lost a little bit of the Bimber character there. I'm not getting any New York cheesecake. I wouldn't say that's the Bimber off the nose, which is rare for me. But
it's just very fruity.
Great nose. Like, to me, not traditional Bimber, but it is apple and orange.
Oh, yeah, but Jaffa cakes. I often get Jaffa cakes on Bimber, so maybe there's a bit of that in there. Yeah, big hit. It's very fresh, sugary fruit.
Jolly Ranchers, like cherry. I nearly said strawberry, but I didn't want to see your face of disappointment.
Yeah, I see that. You could argue sort of cherry drops to a degree, but it's more of like you said, apple and orange, right? Well, then it goes very classically ex-Burbs cask. Not a bad thing. Ooh. I think the nose is the winner.
Oh, God, that is. You can feel the ABV on that. That builds and builds and builds.
57%, that one. That's standard for a Bimber, isn't it, really?
It's standard.
That it really kicks at the end. It has something that comes back through at the end of the finish.
That was really, really nice at first, but then that heat just keeps going, and that needs water, I think. We had a couple of drops of water. That needs calming. Everyone needs to calm down in here.
I'm very calm today.
Calm down, Claude. Kung Fu-ing, kicking someone in the face.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen that Eric Cantona goal because obviously
he runs
Cantona's
off
on the bottle.
And fly kicks the...
No, that's when he kicks somebody. There's that classic goal
That's what that build was. That's the building of things, Cantona flying into the crowd.
Chinese Cantona. I call this the Chinese Cantona edition. The Impressionist.
Bit of water, way more floral. And, oh, God, this is, again, the power of suggestion. I'm getting like a hoisin sauce on the nose now with a bit of water.
Because I said Chinese.
Because you said Chinese Cantona.
Did somebody order a Chinese? Oh, that's one of the best. Do you like Gavin and Stacey? You must do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
It's that bit when Chinese Alan turns up and they go, did somebody order a Chinese? That's a classic sitcom, isn't it?
Mate, bit of water, and I'm talking it's probably a teaspoon.
It's more on the sweet side.
That.
There's a slight...
it's like that good taste carries on.
There's a slight mustiness, old cupboardsness on the nose, which is nice with the kind of sweetness of the fruit. I think there's something else like banana or kiwi in there. It's hard because it's so sugary and sweet on the nose that sometimes I find that makes it quite hard to pull out the fruity notes.
Yeah.
Just overwhelmingly sweet, perfumey, slightly, not a heavy perfume, a sweet perfume.
We're doing that. Super floral. Yeah.
I think so far the Fino is my favourite of the three. This one here is something do you find, how many Bimbers have we tried? But so many, enough to be able to make a seasoned comment on them.
Yeah.
And really like Bimber as a whiskey. Do you find the nose or the palate is your favourite with Bimbers? Bear in mind they're all fairly young. Typically they're under 10, aren't they? So
generally the nose.
Or under 8 even.
Because that's what draws me in. Because like I said, that distinctive Bimber note is just perfection for me. I love it. And if that If that carries on into the palate, you know you've got a banger. Like, I'm really, really happy. That one hasn't got that as much Bimber character at all. So it's, to me, just up there with a different Burbs cask, and that's probably a bit too floral for my palate, I'll be honest.
Getting something else on it. Do you know what? I'm going to come back to it, but there's more packed in that one that's harder to disseminate than the
That's a long sip.
Fino.
You've got to spend some time with that to work out.
So. But it's been sat and airing for a while. I mean, probably an hour. So it's had plenty of time to sit. What's the third one then?
The third, and we are whipping through these.
This evening.
So again, we are the Shoulders of Giants release, and it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles edition. Leonardo
da Vinci.
Da Vinci, if you're Duncan.
But do you want to know, there's another funny comment on this, because they've made it look like, and I like, just to be clear, I love
He looks like he's grabbing her boob.
He looks like he's grabbing a boob,
I'm glad you said that.
He's grabbing Mona Lisa's boob. That's what it looks like.
Maybe that's why she was smiling.
Leonardo's copping a feel of Mona Lisa. The artwork's always amazing on Bimber. So I don't know if Chinese Cantonar and Leonardo being a bit touchy-feely was deliberate. If it was,
I think if you look close, the labels are small. So if you look close, he's actually got a paintbrush in his hand and it's going up to a neckline. However, from far away with a little label, it looks like he's at second base.
Yeah. That would have been a great name for the episode. Leonardo hits second base.
Yeah, maybe we'll change it.
Yeah. Well, let's have a little snifter of this one then.
Good. Bimber's back. Not as Bimbery as number one, as the Fino.
This is Oloroso,
Bimber
right?
is back. This is Palo Cortado.
Oh, Palo Cortado, yeah.
So again,
drier.
Yeah, should be super astringent. Nose
7.3%.
It's got that New York cheesecake note. Maybe not New York cheesecake. It's got like a British cheesecake.
Yep, Mike, an aficionado of cheesecakes.
It's on my CV.
There's more going on in that nose. Grapes.
I was about to say white wine. So yeah,
white grapes. Sorry, specifically white grapes.
White grapes.
Yeah, white grapes.
Green grapes.
Yeah, green grapes for white wine. Called white grapes. You're mugging me off. Listen, we've had a long evening. We've been grafting today. Don't go home to a Tom Skinner. Don't go home until you've made your family proud.
Don't go home until you've fucking made your family proud.
Tom Skinner, as I like to call him, Tom Skinner. He's a good fella. We should do No Look Pours with our whiskey. No Look Pour, Glendronach 21.
I'm waiting for it to like fall apart. It's not.
It's not. Holds together, doesn't it?
Hold in. The end gets a little
spicy at the end.
Yeah, but that is
only ever so slightly. You're nitpicking now.
I'm nitpicking because I love Bimbers.
You're nitpicking on that.
Nope.
And then that spicy note goes away and it comes, the palate comes back again at the end. That's a belter. Right. Is that better or worse than the Liverpool Street that we absolutely, what's the word? Eulogized about? I don't know.
Raved over.
Raved over. That's a better turn of phrase. This Palo Cortado is very good. Now, I think there's also a hint of kind of like nettle tea on the nose.
I don't know. I'm not that lefty.
I've got a cupboard full
of nettles.
No.
You've got weeds growing through your walls.
My wife went for this time in her life of just buying every possible type of herbal tea under the sun. So we've probably got about 50 types of herbal tea in the cupboard.
I think that's called pregnancy when they look for caffeine free.
I'm not allowed to chuck them away. So occasionally I go, I'll just drink one to try to get rid of it. But it just won't die. It's just endless supplies of herbal tea.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I'll be honest. I did a Ross from Friends, by the way, at our recent whiskey trip.
Go on.
I absolutely fucking emptied out the tea collection from that hotel.
Of course you did.
They had some great expensive tea bags. And I'm like, I'm having them. They're going straight to work. So they're on my desk in the office.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Oh, mate, that is outstanding.
My favourite type of tea is just leaf tea. If you've got the time, just have leaf tea, not tea bags. So let's have a quick look, like we did with the Fino, at what type of notes you're supposed to expect in a Palo Cortado and see if we can pick any of them up. I think that's a good way to approach it.
I'm not getting like the super astringency you get on a Palo, and I love Palo. I've bought a fair bit of Palo.
So the nose is very Bimber, I think, plus a bit of nettle tea and white or green grapes.
Yeah.
I'd say white grapes. It says you would expect on the nose with a Palo to get maybe some nuttiness. This is with the actual sherry. So Palo Cortado, roasted, toasted almonds, hazelnuts, walnuts can be prominent. Caramel and toffee, there's definitely caramel in the nose. Yep. Citrus and fruit can be like dried orange peel. What did you say at the start? You said, did you mention the orange? I'm not sure you did.
I don't know this one.
Figs and apricots are often present. I feel like figs are a good shout. I've actually had some figs recently, fresh figs. figs from someone's garden.
Apricot's good. Peach as well.
Yep, there you go. Earthy and wood, and it is a bit more aromatic, isn't it? It's a little bit more aromatic.
Make a good aftershave.
If you're lucky, you could get things like polished wood, leather, sometimes tobacco. And was it you? That was the other one, I think. But also it could be like dried mushrooms. Some examples show hints of butter, brioche, or even a yeasty note. So Palo really has a lot going on it. And on the palate, rich and full-bodied, a bit of acidity and dryness. And the flavour profile should really echo the nose with like roasted notes.
Yeah.
Roasted nuts, dried fruits,
roasted nose,
toasted or earthy wood. So you can get a slight herbal or coconut. So looking at that, what else stands out to you in this whiskey, Mike?
The brioche, 100%. Like Douglas Lang could have wrote these notes because definite brioche in there. Oh, mate.
Abosh.
That, like, to me, the Palo is the Palo influence is gentle, but it's there. So it's a very subtle astringency, and
I think it's the caramel.
The chopped nuts is definite.
Chopped nuts, Bill.
Chopped walnut.
I think it's walnut. Yeah. And sometimes you get, those like flaky almonds? You get flakes of almonds, the white flakes of almonds. It's like walnuts and the white flakes of almonds. That heavy on the aromatic notes, heavy on the caramel. Hint of your New York cheesecake.
And just that is like a caramel bomb now.
That's what I said. The first thing I said was caramel.
Yeah. Go back to it now.
Oh, yeah. But that's because I think you're looking for the New York cheesecake, whereas I'm a bit more sensitive, I think, to caramel. You're more sensitive to that kind of like New York cheesecake note. The cheesecake aficionado. That should become one of your, like, two-puds. That should become one of your nicknames, the cheesecake aficionado.
Mike, whiskey wings, a.k.a. the cheesecake.
There is the caramel's very heavy on the nose on the Fino, but there's something else in the background again. Honestly, the noses on all three of them are unbelievable. Like Bimber should really be lauded for the quality of the noses that they get on their spirit and the whiskey that they've made. I'd happily smash all three. But what's your favourite?
I would leave two.
You'd leave it?
Leave two. Not for me. Too floral. Just not quite hitting right. Not saying it's a shit whiskey or anything, just my taste palette, not quite there. Nose was lovely.
I wouldn't put water.
Very close for me, between 1 and 3, and I'm edging with the Palo. Even though it's less bimbery than the Fino, that is a lush whiskey and perfect. Near perfection.
Very good.
That's why I'm being picky. Like, for me, that's near perfection. Very Inchmurin-esque.
I think I'm going to say the Fino's my favourite nose and the Palo Cortado is my favourite palate. I'd happily have either. And just another great example of, I think, in my opinion, how good these Bimber single casks are that they do.
Yeah, big time.
The sort of 300, 350 bottles they put out.
Yeah.
More often than not, I'd say 70, 80% of the time they're really good. Occasionally, if you're lucky, you get a really exceptional one.
Yeah.
But always the nose is a joy. And when you're sitting down watching the TV, whether it's in a tumbler or a Capita or a Glencairn or whatever you're drinking it in, and you're having a little dram in the evening, it's just a joy. It's instant every time you hold it to your nose.
Yeah, nice. I agree wholeheartedly. Beautiful.
If you like the podcast, please give us a 5-star review. We, around the time you listen to this, we've basically done 100 episodes now. So go on to Apple or Spotify or wherever you consume your podcast.
We've done more than 101.
Yeah, we have.
But
plus, we put out a bit of top bonus content about our jaunt up to Edinburgh very recently. So give us a review if you haven't done. Share it with your friends.
You will find us in all the usual places on social media at Honest to a Malt, and the website is www.honestamalt.com. Thank you for listening, everyone. Rolfie hat is dawned. We will see you on the next one. Bye, bye, bye. You're like fucking weirdo. Check his hard drive.
I might go to Sainsbury's like this tomorrow.
You're not like a shit Shane McGowan. Or a significantly healthier Shane McGowan.
A significantly healthier Shane McGowan. What a fucking compliment that is.